Hi, I'm Lilian and I'm a dating and relationship coach. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe below. So today's video is all about how to be soft and warm. And when is it that you intimidate men? What are the maybe things that you're doing that you don't even know that are intimidating them? So this is going to be a juicy video, and I want you to watch the whole thing. Make sure that you do because I have a lot to share with you. So first thing is, I know that if you're this woman who's intimidating men, or you feel like you are, you're probably very witty, very smart, you're successful, and you tend to overshare when you get nervous. I know, I got you. I'm here. I've been there. I know how it feels to, have all these things to share with a man, maybe a lot of accomplishments that you had in your life. And it comes from a place where you are maybe a little nervous. First dates are always a little bit more nerve wracking, right? You don't really know how to be with a man because you've been taught that you need to, win the person over, right? The person that you like, you want to win them over, especially when you're so attracted to them. You're like, yes, I want to show him that I'm an accomplished woman, that I have, my life together, that I have all these things in my life. And so the problem with that is that it's hard for a man to really connect with your heart when your conversations are very mental, right? So if you are very witty and there's like a lot of banter between the two of you, it's really hard for him to like navigate around in order to connect to your heart, in order for him to really have a heart to heart conversation with you. And so this makes it really difficult for them. And it can be intimidating for men seeing another woman that, and it's not about your success, but it's more about the mental connection that you're having with them. So, I know that a lot of women say, like, it's because of my success, my career, I'm so successful. This is why I intimidate men, but it's had nothing to do with your career. Trust me. Men love a woman who's successful, who's got her own, and she has her life together. It's not that. It's the fact that he just can't connect with you on a heart to heart level, right? It is very much mental. And so, when you go on these dates, what I want you to do, instead of doing this mental connection with them, I want you to try this. I want you to actually drop into your body. Okay. And what I mean by dropping into your body is using maybe the chair that you're sitting on while you're on this date. Usually you do go for like maybe a restaurant. Wherever you go, there's always chairs, right? So drop into your body, use your chair to really feel it, like just really feel the support of the chair on your butt, feel that, support maybe on your back, right? And then start just, checking your body. Are your shoulders up? Are you tensed up like this? Can you soften them? Can you, just drop them down, soften that? Let your hands just sort of like hang there, just let them hang, okay? And now just imagine that you have this big zipper on your chest, and I want you to open up that zipper, open it up. Take a nice big breath, okay? Just feel it, okay? Slow things down. When you slow things down, when you slow the pace of the conversation, when you slow the pace of how things are going, you actually are more connected to yourself. So therefore, you'll be more connected to him. So start doing that little tool whenever you go on a date, even before you go on a date. Just drop into your body and just feel what you're feeling at this moment, right? Start feeling your feelings. So once you slow down, you're able to connect with yourself. So you start asking yourself, what am I feeling at this moment? Am I feeling a little anxious? Am I feeling a little scared? Am I excited? What's going on? Right? And once you're able to do that, then you're able to connect with them in that way, right? So there's a few common questions that a man asks on the first dates or maybe even over text. And they're like, how are you doing? Or what do you do for work? And so if, obviously work is really important to you. So when you answer that question, can you, instead of saying, oh, I do this and I do that, and you start like, letting him know all the accomplishments that you had in your life, in your career. Instead of that, I want you to share how it makes you feel. How it makes you feel to have this job, how it makes you feel to maybe support your team, how it makes you feel to have this company, this business, what it makes you feel like, you're passionate about it. I know you are, right? So how does that make you feel? So if you share that with him in that way of like, it makes me, I'm so passionate when I am working on these like amazing projects that I have going on. I am a lawyer, or I am a accountant, or whatever it may be, right? So start with the feeling message of how it makes you feel to be in this position, okay, in your career. And then, share that with them, right? Another thing that I really want to share with you about being soft is when it comes to conflict. We tend to want to attack, right? We become this cactus and we get prickly. And so instead of engaging with a man when you do get trigger or when there is a conflict, I want you to instead take a step back, lean back into your feminine energy, and instead of engaging with him, maybe even leave the room. You can leave the room for a couple of minutes, go to the bathroom, come back, and do the tracking that I just show you, where you're actually connecting with yourself, actually connecting with your authentic self, and see what's going on. So instead of attacking him or engaging in the conversation and wanting to, engage with him in like the same level, the mental level, the logical level that men do, instead I want you to use your emotion, your feelings to connect with him. So even in a conflict, even when you're getting triggered, you're able to connect with them. So ask yourself, what am I really feeling at this moment? Okay, I am feeling mad, but underneath that, what is it that's really making, what am I really feeling? What meaning am I giving this, right? And when you start asking what meaning you're giving to things, you start realizing that a lot of the things that you feel are actually not the mad or the annoyed or the anger. It's really the thing that's underneath. Maybe you feel like, you feel not good enough, or you feel that you are, not pretty enough, not smart enough, or whatever it may be that's underneath, right? So whenever you get triggered, ask yourself that, what's really going on here? What's really coming up for me? And slow down, soften up, and see what happens. And then you are going to be able to really share with him what's going on. And he's going to connect with you because you're connecting with your heart, right? And that's the only way you can connect with them. And the other thing you can do is you can go silent. You can just not say anything. Now, I know this is hard. This is hard for me too. And it was really hard at the beginning, but now it's become more of a habit where, if things are escalating to a level where I'm just not comfortable anymore, I just go silent and I go inwards and I really slow things down. I want you to try that. See for yourself, just going silent, it's gonna trigger him to feel like, oh, I need to know what's going on here. What's really going on here? I'm getting, he will get curious about you. Okay, so try that out. Even, this has nothing to do with, even without a conflict, or you're having a conversation with him, see what he does if you just go silent. So instead of like oversharing and being, having this banter between the two of you, maybe try going silent and see what he does. Just observe, and you'll see that you'll connect with him at a different level. So if you want to go deeper with me, you want to learn more about feminine energy, how to embrace it, and learn the tools that I teach in my program, my one-on-one feminine energy dating program, you can click the link below. We can start working together one-on-one. Apply for that. We can have a chat and see if we're a good fit. The other thing that you can do as well, if you want to go deeper with me, is download my free feminine energy guide that I have below. And that will teach you the basics, the fundamentals of what it is to be in your feminine energy. And I think you're going to get a lot from it. I've had so many women say that it was very eye-opening, that they saw a lot of things that they were doing wrong, and they were able to correct themselves and see things for, how being authentic and really being yourself is truly the key. So let me know what you think about this video and download the PDF below.